Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing this Duelist of the Roses playthrough, where we're getting all of these achievements that are new for this old game. So I was just putting in some passwords. I wanted a password for Kaganenyan and for Blue Eyes White Dragon, as we will need them later. So I need to kill Bakura at some point here, but I'm gonna have to drop my deck cost a little bit before I do that. So we can just go get some of these other achievements first, and then we can edit the deck when we're at 45 wins, and we can do another reincarnation. Hope that sounds like a plan to everyone. Yeah, this is not terribly hard. It's just a matter of winning the game. So I believe this one is to only use plants against Rex. It would be a lot easier if it was plants and fiends, so you could just make a good plant deck. If you're doing this normally, just bring along any forest card or any way to change the field away from Wasteland, and you should be okay. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, we're just gonna do this with the spell deck because we can. Because it saves me from having to make, like, 5 or 6 different decks, and, I mean, yeah. This is how I would do all of these if I were you guys. If I didn't want to go and put in 700 passwords and... Yeah, I mean, this is just what I'd be doing. If I were given a fresh save and told to go get these quickly. So, this is my recommendation. It's definitely not the most interesting way to win a game. It's pretty much one of the cheapest methods you can possibly use to win this game. Next to using that dark hole in my hand to just straight up end the duel. I think the hardest part about doing the Bakura one of these is that you need to use big monsters, and your tech cost is going to be a problem for you if you do that. But this way, if you could actually put, like, just the Tremendous Fires in your deck and stuff, they're not too expensive, so that would pretty well get around it. But that went pretty well. Oh, it was just all Aquas against Rex. That's pretty brutal. Rex, I don't think would have too good of a time against that. Hey, we got a 3 in a row. Nice, a Summon Skull. Excellent. Summon Skull is an excellent creature, and I would... If you're playing Fiends, you kind of have to use that. Let's see. I know Darkness Ruler had one. It was all fairies, I believe. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have anything for Goblin Fan to target, so we can just discard our entire hand. But unfortunately for this guy, I don't think he has a chance. I think the biggest thing is to try to keep him from charging at me, which means that I should play cards towards him, because he actually, he likes to go forward if you play cards not towards him. It's weird. But I literally just want to stay away from the guy, as is kind of probably expected here from us. Hopefully he'll play like 2 or 3 more cards, and then I can just Desert him 3 times. Yeah, no. Oh, we can start with a Tremendous Fire. That might even accelerate my clock on the guy. I still have to use Grave Robber next turn anyways, so worst case I can just Grave Robber both Deserts and Tremendous Fire at the same time. Actually, that's what I should do. I mean, I could have waited 1 more turn and Deserts them twice, but then I'd have to spend another turn because of how long it takes for Grave Robbers. So we'll just grab the Deserts. And then we will play down here, grab the Grave Robber, flip that over, and go to the bottom, grab the Tremendous Fire, and we pass the turn. So, yeah, as you guys can see, this is really an easy way to get all of these achievements. There's probably, I mean, just actually beating this guy with fairies is super easy. If you level up a fairy leader, you don't even have to play anything to beat him. Fairies just absolutely crush this man, so... but if you don't level up a leader, I mean, your deck's gonna actually have a problem against this guy, so... bring Mountain is my recommendation. Well, we got a 3 in a row. I believe that is what matters, right? Okay, I know there is another one for beating up Heath, so we can go do that one. And then we can do a Reincarnation. And then lower our deck cost enough to go fight Bakura. Keith should be extremely easy as long as we're just staying back away from him. I'll just keep the Dark Hole down. Dark Hole has anti-synergy with Deserts, so I may not want to use it on him. But that depends if I even draw the card, so... And besides, I'm probably just going to launch Tremendous Fires at him until he does. You do have to be careful, though. He has Magic Jammers, so I might just build up a couple cards, because that card right there is probably a Magic Jammer. I could just Dark Hole. Okay, they're Magic Jammer. We'll just Grave Robber up another Tremendous Fire. Right now, I think we have enough burn except for, say, 500 damage, so shouldn't be too hard to find that last 500 points in our deck. I do want to check, it was not removal. It was a spell card. Not too worried about the Final Flame, honestly. If I need to piece together the last 500 with Final Flames, I'm in a sad state. So this is the one you're supposed to use only plants. If you have like Fairy King Truesdale and such, like it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Plants are pretty strong. The main strength that they have though is unfortunately using their fusion with fiends. Well, okay. I'm just playing around a Magic Jammer because I just don't want to have to deal with it. So, I mean, next turn we'll just do Kazi, and then the game is over. If he doesn't play a Magic Jammer, but he's playing in front of him, so it's almost assuredly a monster. I'm pretty sure all of you could easily get this achievement if you wanted to. And I'm saving everyone from having to go and level up a whole bunch of decks. Or make a whole bunch of different decks, which is kind of nice. I'm just gonna grab cards here, I think. Oh, man. Well, we got the 3 in a row, we got the Skull Knight. So yeah, I'm gonna say that the hardest thing to get is probably the 777 cards. But, I mean, it's really just a matter of putting in a whole bunch of passwords. Which is just annoying. And nothing more. I'm gonna actually reincarnate Sword of Dragon Soul. I'm just gonna do it once. And hope. I don't care too much if I hit this. We haven't really needed it. Well, we got a new card. I'm pretty sure you can just put in a password for it, and I know I fused that, so it's unfortunate. But it's okay. So, we need to drop our deck cost a little bit. How we're going to do that, we're going to get rid of the Dark Hole, and a Heavy Storm, and basically cards that didn't really matter. We'll put in 2 Sparks, and let's see, what else is cheap? Aqua Chorus would be fine. Yeah, we'll just throw in an Aqua Chorus. I don't know if I'll actually need one big creature. I assume this works the same way as all of these other ones, but... we will see. So some of you might be wondering why I grabbed the Blue Eyes White Dragon at the start as a password. It's because we're going to have to beat Yugi with that as our leader. So I will have to level that up right after this. Dark Piercing Light's the most useful card in this hand, so we'll use that on whatever he plays. So Bakura is actually quite annoying for this because he actually charges after you. Hinotama does a little damage, and to deal with the fact that he keeps regenerating life points, we might as well just throw it at him, since the rest of our hand was garbage. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you should go left against this guy, because he always goes over here. Also, if I use Dark Piercing Light on this guy, he's just going to charge me faster, so... yeah, it's kind of annoying. I don't really want to use this Invisible Wire, so I'm just setting up Grave Robbers. Hopefully he doesn't really charge me and we're fine, but he's probably going to just start walking at me. But he's unfortunately on crushed terrain, well, unfortunately for him, which means that he doesn't get to move 2 spaces, which is nice. Guess I'll just set up the second Grave Robber. Now if we draw any of our actually good burn spells, we can pretty well just kill him. We do unfortunately need slightly more than just 4 Tremendous Fires because of his leader power. But we should be okay. It's not like he has anything that really stops us in his deck, so... Other than the slightly annoying leader power for him to gain life, which, if you really want to, you can tech in a bad reaction to Samachi. That card's available through passwords anyways, so... you might as well use that against him if you want to. Could have replaced one of the bricks that I've already discarded, so... also, if you want to make this go faster, you can also play stuff like Solomon's Law Book. And, I mean, it's just... This game, fortunately for us, unfortunately for the computer, does have quite a few cards that are just support this burn-style play. Not really for this deck, because I can't play any monsters with it, but like Cryul and Midnight Fiend and that kind of stuff. But, I mean, this is going well enough. And as you can see, I mean, your opponent can't really chase you down very easily unless they charge at you. And then on top of that, like, the AI doesn't really like to do that. So burn strategies work way too well against the AI. Oh, that was way too easy. I would like this Dark Plant, but... Oh, I completely missed. Oh, well. Dark Plant's a decent card, although I already have one, right? So Mystical Moon would have been new. Oh, well. So that was those guys. Let's see here. I think I got most everybody that I was supposed to, I think. Let me pause for a second and be right back. Okay, so I figured out what I need to do. So first off, I'm going to input a password here real quick. I assume you guys can still see this. I unfortunately have to pull this up on the second screen, and I can't tell if the game decided to not show this to you. But this is just Exodia's password. So you're not missing much of anything. Because we are going to be doing a, farm session shortly, or at least I'm going to be between episodes. So I would like to get that stuff out of the way. I forgot one person. We have to go beat Weevil. This is not going to be very difficult. Probably the most annoying thing is the fact that he actually will charge me at the start of the game. If you go to the right, like, I mean... he has nothing that Goblin Fan matters for, so... I believe he has a Goblin Secret Remedy in his deck, but I don't think that's even reason enough to put in a bad reaction to Samachi. But yeah, Goblin Fan's, like, kinda useless, but it's one of the best cards in the game. Like, when it's good, it's insane. Well, we didn't draw a single burn card besides Sparks, which I'm not really gonna call that a burn card. But we did draw Infinite Dismissal, so whatever this creature is that's coming at us is going to get spellbound for 3 full turns, and that should be long enough to make this game over. And he just decided to stop coming at me, which is great. So we will... I'm gonna play down Mimicat next turn. Let's give ourselves a couple turns here. I mean, there's no real rush here. We can just play down Just Desserts. We have tons and tons and tons of overkill damage here. Wow. Now, this is actually rare to get him to do. This is one of the things that you usually want him to do, so you can collect it from him. The Cocoon of Evolution is by far the strongest thing you can do with insects in this game, so... It's excellent that he did that. Okay. That is unfortunate. I guess I should have put it in defense, but to play around that, but who does that? It's not going to actually really change the clock on him too badly. It will change the clock a little, though. Because this is only going to do 1200. But I think we're still good next turn. So we grab this. And that pretty much ends the game. So yeah, Weevil has like 3 really good cards you can get from him. Maneater Bug, Cocoon of Evolution, and well, anything that fuses with Cocoon. Otherwise, there's not really anything in his deck that's particularly good. But insects are really strong in the mods because all of the extra cards that you can get for insects are really broken. But yeah, in the base game, they're actually well balanced, so, well, kind of balanced. I would say that Monster Reborn is the most degenerate thing you can do with insects, so... just understand that insects are strong. They have 2 full equip cards for themselves, which is nice. And you can get even more strength from Cocoon, and you have Maneater Bug and you have Giragamo, which are really ridiculous cards. Okay, so I just saved. Next up, we need to go to Custom Duel. We need to actually beat Deckmaster K. So we have to do this on default map 0, 0, I believe. So we'll beat ourselves once. It should be pretty easy since, you know, we only have spells, so... I'm surprised I didn't already get this, but... Okay. It will literally just cost me one turn. Red medicine doesn't matter. Oh hey, Hinotama, sweet. Okay, so Tremendous Fire is actually useless for ending this duel, so we'll do this. And we're just going to completely surround him, so he can't go anywhere. Not that he should, because AI does not go anywhere unless he's threatened. And he won't be threatened by face-down spell cards, so... Which is a good trick if you're wanting to surround an opponent. Oh, yep. That's what you needed to do. Nice, easy achievement here. See if we can get anything sort of going for a 3 in a row or something. Okay. Got a red eyes. It's good enough, right? Okay, so that was easy. Go ahead and save. Now we'll just go ahead and build the deck real quick, because there are a couple cards that I want to promote. I believe there are like 5 of them or something. So let's see here. I want Exodia. Don't put the ones you want to promote as leader. I want Blue Eyes. I want Kaganingen. And all of this is for reasons, so... You will... we can put that as leader. We can put in Aqua Dragon. Those are the 4 creatures I really wanted to get up 1 rank. Because I need to use both of these for achievements. I want to use this, and I kind of want to just level Aqua Dragon some more. So we'll put in more Karyushins, and then put in some Aquas that will fuse with them, such as Roaring Ocean Snakes and Hirons and Octoburster. Now we're going to go here, find attack that is 1600 or greater. We can start up here because it's easy. Okay, that's the deck. So basically this way I guarantee they won't play anything on crushed terrain this time, so they won't annoy me. We'll go ahead and save. Set your SP recharge rate to 12, and then go to this map, and this is where I'm going to end the episode. I am just going to go ahead and off stream I'm going to level up these creatures here up to First Lieutenant, or Second Lieutenant. Yeah, Second Lieutenant. So, your first turn you start with 0 summoning power, but after that, quite easy to just discard your whole hand and go through your deck. So that's what I'm going to do, and find these creatures that I want to level, play them face up, and call that a day. Let's just end on something that confused. So, yep, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.